Hello everyone, you're joining me today at a new club lake of mine, and that is Embley. So we are just going into the end of May bank holiday weekend, and really surprisingly I've got here and there is no one else here, right? And I actually got here a bit late. I ended up not getting here till about 7:30 or 7:15. No one here. Admittedly, it has been closed for the last 2 weeks due to spawning. However, they announced it was opening today fully, and I'm amazed no one else is here. The weather was saying that it was due to absolutely chuck it down, which it hasn't. So I don't know whether that has maybe put people off. I've got here, had the choice of everywhere. So I've gone in to this spot that I'll be showing you at the moment, where there is just lily pads either side of me, all over the place. I've already seen them dolphining out, etc. There's been a little bit of bubbling up on the spot I've done, so I feel pretty confident. I've gone between there's two sets of pads, and I've gone between them in the middle, but tucked off to the right a bit. So I've got my left hand to the left hand, the right to the right. I did also see some show, well, I say some actually, it was one. I saw one show at the far end, literally like less than a rod length out off that bank, but I thought I'm better to start closer in, because then I've got further I can push with it, rather than pushing right out and then the fish leave the area. So we'll see how it goes. I do feel confident. This is a real rarity for me, because normally weekends and stuff I have for kids, so I very rarely get the fish weekends. I'm kind of squeezing in overnighters and stuff like that, but I've actually ended up, because the kids are doing something else, it's really windy. There we go, crikey. Because they're doing that, I'm here on a Saturday, able to, both alarms going off. It's super windy all of a sudden, really windy. Wow, cutting right across the lake. But yeah, because of that, it's meant essentially I've got a real rare weekend where I can do something. There's nothing else planned in, I'm not working, etc. So I've come down here, I've got the whole day. I'm going to do an overnight as well, unless the weather gets horrendous. So probably still will anyway, to be honest. But when I first got here, when I was in showing, I didn't want to spend ages leading around and smashing up the swim, to be honest. So what I've literally done is I've literally just gone and I put the left hand straight on a PVA in the spot I said, and then the other one I spent a little bit more time to get a spot. But yeah, I didn't get like a massive thud down or anything like that. It didn't seem to be able to here, which I'm not sure if partly it was the wind, because I got the wind cutting across me, so it made it really difficult. But there was nothing on the bottom, it was smooth, so I'm presented over it. So we shall see, but hopefully we get one from here. So I've fished it a few times already. This is probably the 5th time I've fished here, maybe 4th or 5th. I've only had a load of big arse bream out of here. So yeah, I did saying that, I did hook into a carp and one time and lost it at the net. So yeah, so I'm still due my first carp from this lake. Hopefully today is the day. So first little bit of action, just hold this straight actually, first little bit of action, the left hand rod, I just had a real clear pickup on it, but not hooked, and there's a little bit of bubble in there, so could have been like a bream or something maybe. I'm hoping there's nothing on there, but literally the stow come right up, went right down. So hopefully something's down there. The only problem is that one is on a PVA bag, so then you do get to that stage where you have to think, well, is it presented now? Because if something's come down and had to pick up a gobble of all that, you essentially could just have a little one out there not presented very well. So I'll have to decide what I'm going to do with that one now. I think I've got a couple of PVA bags left made up, so I could just whack another out, but I'll leave it 10 minutes or so and we'll see if something develops from it. But yeah, I'm not anticipating that was a carp though, because I think it would have just roared off. But hopefully things are picking up. Just been breamed again. The size of this bream, honestly. Christ. Look at the size of that. Jesus Christ, Church. Big old bream in here. Oh, might have one here. Is it gonna go? No. She's lit up, but to give you an update from where we are now, I think about 2 hours possibly has passed since I last spoke to you. I've had an absolute mare, to say the least. Despite the fact I'm only fishing like 5.5 wraps. So first of all, my catapult broke, so I couldn't get any more bait out. So I spawned some out and literally put as much as I kind of wanted, and I thought, I'll just do one more with a load of maggots at the end. Yeah, and cracked off. Amazing, even though I had a shock leader on. But I think it's because I've got this crosswind. I must have got a wind knot, and then yeah, it's done me. Unbelievable. Luckily, by chance, I've got a cheapo other spom left. So, and luckily I've still got some armour cord, so I've just put another shock leader on and got that prepped. So if I need to get some out later, I can. But yeah, not ideal, to say the least. Yeah. Oh, and so on the PVA bag, I put out a one with a white wafter with a shot on the hook, and it went off, and it was a massive bream, probably about 8 or 9 pound. They are massive in here, so yeah, that one shot off. Hooked really well though, so seems good for the shot on the hook, but we're not going to count that because it's not a carp. But yeah, so absolute disaster the last couple of hours. I suppose at least I've caught something, but I want carp, not if a bream. But I'm the king of the bream at this lake at the moment. I think I've had like 4 here now out of all my sessions. Maybe, yeah, maybe about 4. So yeah, not good, but still haven't landed a carp. So yeah, we've got to work on that. Got to be honest, at the moment I am absolutely amazed. I've been here since, I think it was about 7:15, 7:30 this morning. No one else has come. The entire time, no one. Not even bailiff, no one to visit. It's blooming 5:30 now. Half 5 now, and still no one here. It's unbelievable. I've had an absolute mare with my kit. I've had this crosswind. I've managed to crack off twice. I just cannot believe it. It's new braid I got on as well, which is the quarter stuff, and it's good stuff. It's obviously just been crap basically. So that and my pulp breaking, and my cat breaking. Yeah, not good. I had 2 big bream, as I've said, like the king of bream. But yeah, I haven't got any on a PVA bag now. I've changed my left hand rod to a pop-up, just trying to think what pop-up I've got on. Actually, I've done like a raspberry flavoured pop-up on that. See how it goes. But, and it's got I've got a bit bigger. Oh, excuse me. Oh. So I've gone a bit bigger with it. So I've gone for 15mm on both. Just getting smashed on them bags, really, I think. So yeah, there's been a little bit of intermittent rain, as was forecast throughout the day. Not really much else to write about. I feel really kind of drained and tired. I just need a carp to lift my spirits now, really. But it's insane. I generally thought I was absolutely going to tear it up here today, especially as no one's here. No one is here. So I've had the lake to myself. I should have been ripping them out. There was lots of action earlier. That's totally quietened down, but I can see them over there in the weed, like deep in the weed, in a spot where I couldn't get to them because it's all just pads in front. So yeah, hopefully the next time you see me though, I'll have a carp. Well, I think my last update was just before bed, pretty much. I say just before bed, it was like when it was getting dark, or late afternoon certainly, and I was getting breamed to death. I had another bream in the night, and then actually had another take in the night as well, where it was, you know, doing the Delkin warble and that, but when I got out there was nothing on it. But then it looked like my other rod was tight, so I thought, oh, because I obviously, you know, sometimes you wake up, you're a bit dazed. I wondered if I'd picked up the wrong rods, and I picked that one up and it weren't on that one either. So I ended up having to redo both the rods in the night. I think that was about 2:30 in the morning. So redid both the rods. Luckily one was on a multi-combi, the other was on a pop-up, so, you know, straightforward and easy to get out. So yeah, put them both back out there, onto their spots. And then about 4:30 it all changed, and I broke my duck. I will show you the footage now of those carp. And I say carp because I had one and then a short while later had another. Well, here he is, the first carp from this water, and he's a very angry boy. He's a very angry boy, this one. He slipped up to a pop-up this morning, size 4 crank, little fluoro, boom section on a spinner rig, which I don't fish very often, but he's the first one out of this lake. I'm really pleased with that. Really pleased with that. Good to get off the mark. Nice dark coloured little common. He's weighing 15.8, but when I take off the thing, he's only going to be a low double, but they all count. Here he goes. Here he goes. So here we are, minutes after I had that first one, the other rod's taken off. Second carp, only a little one, weighs about 12 pound, I'd suggest. You can see it's obviously a bit spawn bound as well, but not spawn bound, but you know what I mean. But yeah, another little one to the collection, another little common. Got a few little marks in him that we'll use the carp care kit on, I think. But that's probably from the spawning, I suggest. But good to get another one off the mark. I'd be interested to know in the comments from you guys whether you think the worst part of carp fishing is when you have to pack up your bivvy and all the other stuff, or when you have to bring your rods in and know that you're not going to capture any more. Let me know in the comments. I'll be interested to see which one of them is the worst for you. It was worth coming in the end. I gotta be honest, I was tempted to pack up yesterday afternoon, so I just was in that mode that we all get in as carp anglers, where your head drops and you start to think, oh, it's all going wrong, because I did have a lot go wrong, a lot of bits broke, etc. So yeah, but I'm pleased now I stuck it out. I've been rewarded with them too. I just need some of the big ones out of here now, but it's a good start, a really good start. Gives us a bit more information to work on. And yeah, boilies are the way forward as it stands. So let's have a brew. And next time you see me, it will be the end of the video. or we'll have another carp. Well, that is the end of this session. We've had just the 2 carp and the 4 bream or whatever it was, so it's definitely the king of bream today, but I did break the carp blank on here, so that's really good. I've only been here say 5-6 times maybe, so that's not a bad outing. Hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, please remember to like and subscribe to the channel, as it really helps a small channel like this, and I'll see you next time.